A desperate hand clings precariously to the cliff's edge, struggling against the strong winds and imminent fall. A voice cries out to Li Kai, questioning his cruel actions amidst the treacherous landscape. Chen Yuan, with a horrified expression, desperately clings to the cliff edge, looking up at the back of Li Kai's head. Li Kai, with a sinister grin, propositions Chen Yuan for his sister's services in exchange for help, while his two companions watch. Enraged and horrified, Chen Yuan screams a fierce threat at Li Kai, warning him not to dare touch his sister. Chen Yuan hangs by a thread from the cliff, loose rocks clattering down, as Li Kai and his men mock him from above, Li Kai questioning his threats. Arr! Lai's boot cruelly presses down on Chen Yuan's desperate hand, crushing his grip on the rock. Li Kai's companions casually discuss Chen Yuan's fate, dismissing him as unimportant and agreeing he's not worth their time. Li Kai smirks wickedly, proclaiming his imminent pursuit of Chen Yuan as he bids Chen Yuan a final, cruel farewell. Li Kai's boot brutally stomps on Chen Yuan's hand, forcefully dislodging his grip from the cliff. Ooh, Rocks tumble down the cliff face as Chen Yuan's pained cry echoes, signifying his fall. Chen Yuan helplessly falls through the air, surrounded by loose rocks as he plunges down the steep cliff. Chen Yuan lies battered and bruised at the base of the cliff, questioning if this is the end. The majestic mountain stands silent, overlooking the vast, verdant landscape where Chen Yuan has fallen. Li Kai and his cohorts casually dismiss Chen Yuan's survival, agreeing to depart from the cliff edge. Li Kai sneers, confidently stating that even if Chen Yuan survived the fall, zombies below would finish him off. Li Kai declares their new objective to his companions, finding Chen Yuan as they turn to walk away. Thick mist and towering trees shroud the desolate forest floor, hinting at the dangers below. The misty, vine-covered forest illumes a dense and foreboding environment surrounding Chen Yuan. With a bloodied hand, Chen Yuan grimly resolves that he cannot succumb to death here. Chen Yuan struggles to rise, his eyes ablaze with determination, fueled by the thought of Chen Yuan. Chen Yuan's eye widens in pure shock, reacting to a terrifying sight. 3 withered, zombie-like bodies lie amidst the crumbling ancient ruins, a grim discovery. Startled, Chen Yuan looks down at a large, gnarled zombie hand, exclaiming at the presence of the undead. 4 terrifying zombies, formerly disciples of the Scorching Sun sect, charge forward, revealing the sect's tragic fate from 50 years prior. Chen Yuan's face contorts in shock as a system notification appears, announcing zombie detection and the activation of the All Things Extraction system. A glowing blue aura envelops Chen Yuan, presenting a system prompt asking if he wishes to restore full health. Chen Yuan's expression twists in utter disbelief as he repeats the unbelievable offer to restore his full health. Golden energy surges, swiftly healing Chen Yuan's injuries on his face and hand. Amazed, Chen Yuan realizes his injuries vanished instantly, courtesy of the system's incredible healing power. Chen Yuan stands ready, empowered, facing down a zombie and declaring his newfound strength to fight. Chen Yuan, with newfound confidence, produces 2 glowing swords, readying for battle and exclaiming, "Dual Blade!" Chen Yuan deftly blocks a zombie's glowing attack with his dual blades, a bright flash erupting at the impact. Chen Yuan acknowledges the zombie's surprising strength, recognizing it as a former strong cultivator, and admits his own weakness. Several menacing zombies with sharp claws advance on Chen Yuan, who is clearly still engaged in combat. Surrounded, Chen Yuan decides he must retreat from the numerous approaching zombies. Leaping into action, Chen Yuan realizes fighting all the zombies directly is dangerous due to the risk of infection. Chen Yuan eyes the open gate, planning a swift escape through the Scorching Sun sect's storeroom. Chen Yuan grimaces, realizing the main gate is swarming with zombies, leaving him no choice but to confront them. Chen Yuan devises a plan to lure and eliminate the zombies individually, knowing too much noise would be fatal. Chen Yuan charges, sword drawn, confident the mindless zombies will fall into his strategic trap. A grotesque zombie lunges through the air, eyes glowing, attacking Chen Yuan with full force. Hiya! Chen Yuan's eyes blaze with resolve as he prepares to strike. Chen Yuan unleashes a powerful attack with his glowing swords, striking the zombie. The zombie recoils from Chen Yuan's powerful mid-air strike, which explodes with energy. Chen Yuan realizes he is still too weak, struggling against even the lowest-ranked zombies. Chen Yuan appeals to the system, questioning if it can easily defeat the zombies after its instant healing. The system clarifies it only assists with extraction for first-time users, not direct combat, leading Chen Yuan to urgently request immediate extraction. The system hilariously informs Chen Yuan that extraction only works after killing the zombies, leaving him utterly aghast. A zombie descends upon Chen Yuan, who groans in dismay, realizing he still has no choice but to fight. Chen Yuan, with a fierce expression, prepares to unleash his powerful reverse blood fury strike with his sword. Whoosh! Chen Yuan executes his technique with glowing blades, striking a zombie mid-air. Cough, cough, cough. The zombie falls defeated, while Chen Yuan coughs, indicating the technique's heavy toll. Chen Yuan confirms he successfully killed the zombie, then explains that his unique reverse blood fury strike was discovered through a dangerous experiment with herbs. Chen Yuan observes the fallen zombie, noting his powerful technique puts a severe strain on his body and can only be used for a brief duration. Chen Yuan stands over the defeated zombie, instructing the system to extract it. The zombie's face appears distorted and lifeless. The system presents extraction choices: cultivation level, memory, or poison, much to Chen Yuan's amazement that poison is an option. Chen Yuan decisively selects the zombie's poison, emphasizing his priority to increase his own ability. Absorb. Blue energy surges from the defeated zombie and flows into Chen Yuan, indicating the extraction process. Whoosh! Chen Yuan stands empowered, enveloped in glowing blue energy following the successful extraction. Chen Yuan joyfully exclaims his breakthrough from the qi refining stage into the first stage of the cultivation realm. Chen Yuan recalls the Fourth Elder's previous dismissal of his talent, now proudly acknowledging the system's help in reaching the Yellow Temple Foundation building stage. Chen Yuan radiates confidence, his dual blades ready, as he stands surrounded by vibrant blue energy, having advanced his cultivation. Chen Yuan strides towards the sect's main gate, intending to test his newfound strength against the zombies guarding it. Chen Yuan confronts an attacking zombie, preparing to deliver a decisive slay. Whoosh! Chen Yuan's powerful attack sends the zombie flying backward with a burst of energy. Chen Yuan continues his fierce assault, engaging multiple zombies with his glowing dual blades. Chen Yuan expresses his satisfaction with the qi refining stage, feeling his strength has increased tenfold. Chen Yuan again commands the system to extract the zombie, choosing to absorb its cultivation level. Wah! Wah! Blue energy pulsates around Chen Yuan as he extracts the cultivation from the defeated zombie. Chen Yuan observes his cultivation level has increased, but feels it's not yet significant enough for his goals. More menacing zombies with sharp claws rapidly advance on Chen Yuan from above, ready to attack. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Chen Yuan expertly defends against the onslaught of multiple zombies, deflecting their attacks with his dual blades. Chen Yuan issues a command to the system, requesting to extract all the surrounding zombies' cultivation levels simultaneously. Whoosh! A massive surge of blue energy emanates from Chen Yuan, indicating a large-scale absorption of power. Chen Yuan grins, confirming he is now in the middle of the first stage, and feels his ability rapidly increasing. Chen Yuan declares his immediate mission to return to his sister, his gaze fixed on the path ahead. As Chen Yuan walks, a growl alerts him to yet another zombie, suggesting his path is still fraught with danger. Chen Yuan realizes he is facing a dangerous, steward-level zombie, shocked by its powerful presence. Slam! Chen Yuan struggles to block a powerful, glowing attack from the steward-level zombie, acknowledging its immense strength. Whoosh! The formidable steward-level zombie unleashes a potent attack, pushing Chen Yuan back. Chen Yuan narrowly avoids another sharp blow from the powerful steward-level zombie, remaining nimble despite the intense combat. Chen Yuan expresses relief at not being wounded, knowing that infection from a zombie would mean certain death. The steward-level zombie's hand glows intensely, preparing a devastating, power-infused attack. Ugh! The steward-level zombie lunges forward, its eyes blazing with power as it attacks. Chen Yuan recognizes the zombie's advanced technique as the Scorching Sun Palm, a powerful secret move of the Scorching Sun sect, expressing surprise. The zombie's Scorching Sun Palm technique creates a blinding, explosive impact of blue energy. A powerful burst of light engulfs the scene, indicating the overwhelming force of the zombie's attack. Chen Yuan lands, bracing himself, clearly pushed back, but still ready to continue the arduous battle. Chen Yuan resolves to use his powerful reverse blood fury strike again, knowing it's his only chance against the strong opponent. Chen Yuan prepares to unleash his reverse blood fury strike surrounded by a fiery, determined aura. Whoosh! Chen Yuan delivers his powerful reverse blood fury strike with his dual blades, making a strong impact. Whoosh! The ground cracks and energy bursts from the impact point, showing the destructive power of Chen Yuan's attack. Chen Yuan charges at the steward-level zombie, yelling a decisive, "Take this!" As he attacks, the steward-level zombie recoils, struck by Chen Yuan's powerful attack. Whoosh! The steward-level zombie roars in pain, enveloped in red energy as Chen Yuan's strike impacts it. Chen Yuan stands victorious over the fallen steward-level zombie, proclaiming he has finally defeated it. The zombie's hand twitches as Chen Yuan prepares to deliver one final, decisive blow. Whoosh! Chen Yuan delivers the final strike, piercing the zombie with his sword, causing an energy explosion. The man stands over a defeated zombie, believing he has destroyed its brain and that it must be dead. He sits down, exhausted, realizing he can only use his powerful blood fury strike twice at most. Looking small and worried, he states that using the technique again would instantly kill him. A system interface appears, offering options to extract the zombie's cultivation, martial arts technique, or memory, surprising the man with the martial arts technique option. The Scorching Sun Palm is a powerful secret technique, an opportunity he shouldn't miss, as the system prompts him to choose. A finger points to select the first option, indicating he has chosen the Scorching Sun Palm. The man grins, feeling the Scorching Sun Palm automatically integrate into his cultivation, thrilled to have learned it. He excitedly demonstrates the Scorching Sun Palm, sending a fiery golden arc, confident he can perform it now. He gives a thumbs up, praising the system, when a menacing zombie's voice suddenly demands to know why he killed her son. Shocked and wide-eyed, the man looks around, yelling to know who's there. A tall, dark female zombie with glowing red eyes and a dark aura appears, her presence foreboding. A close-up reveals the female zombie's terrifying face, marked with cracks and glowing red eyes. The man braces himself, overwhelmed by the female zombie's incredibly heavy aura. He grunts in frustration, unable to sense the zombie's power level or her presence before she appeared. He ponders if this female zombie, given her attire, is the sect master of the Scorching Sun sect. He deduces that the zombie he killed earlier must have been her son. He concludes that this explains how she knows the Scorching Sun sect's secret technique. The female zombie snarls, her red eyes burning with rage, repeating her question about why he killed her son. The man flinches back in alarm, shocked that a zombie can speak. His face contorts in disbelief as he struggles to comprehend how a zombie could possibly talk. The female zombie extends her hand, gathering a pulsing red orb of energy, commanding him to die. A wave of powerful red energy strikes the man, causing him pain as the female zombie declares he will not escape from her sect. He is flung backward by the immense force, realizing just how unbelievably strong this female zombie is. He quickly spins on his foot, deciding that he must get away from here immediately. The man sprints away, but the female zombie, still enraged, screams for him to return her son. The female zombie surges forward, her arm raised in pursuit, demanding her son back with furious red eyes. The man screams as an enormous, glowing red hand descends rapidly from above, engulfing him. He stares up, visibly distressed, wondering what this powerful, fiery attack is. The man unleashes his scorching sun palm in a desperate counterattack against the massive, fiery hand, shouting for his opponent to take this. His expression is one of fierce determination after launching his counterattack. He slides quickly to escape, leaving a trail of red energy behind him. The female zombie looks astonished, wondering how he knows the scorching sun palm technique. The man jumps gracefully, relieved that learning the technique saved him from certain death. He continues his agile leaps, realizing he urgently needs to return to his sect. The scene transitions to the grand gate of a sect as the man reflects on the zombie virus that began 100 years ago, turning cultivators into zombies and leading to an apocalypse. He leaps higher, realizing the talking zombie is crucial information, proving they have intelligence. The female zombie stands ominously at the sect entrance, declaring that he will not escape from her. The zombie's voice echoes through the sect grounds, threatening the immortal Rain sect with imminent demise, proclaiming zombies will take over. A young woman with white hair, Chen Yuan, sits unconscious in a chair, guarded by two men. Senior brother Li admires Chen Yuan's beauty, while another man tells him that with Chen Yuan dead, nothing can stop him from doing as he pleases with Chen Yuan. Senior brother Li and his accomplice smirk, discussing how Chen Yuan lost consciousness, eagerly anticipating a, quote, new experience. Senior brother Li reaches out to touch Chen Yao's face, his expression lecherous. One of the men guarding Chen Yao angrily tells senior brother Li to get his dirty hands off her. Chen Yuan suddenly appears, standing defiantly between Chen Yao and the two men, ordering them to stay away from her. Chen Yuan glares intensely, his eyes narrowed in a fierce and determined expression. The two men are utterly shocked, exclaiming Chen Yuan's name and questioning how he could possibly be alive. Chen Yuan retorts that brutes like them should die, demanding to know why he would. One man questions how Chen Yuan, with his low cultivation, survived the zombie-infested sect. Another man states Chen Yuan should have been eaten by zombies, while senior brother Li dismisses their panic, confident Chen Yuan can't do anything now. Senior brother Li arrogantly demands Chen Yuan hand over his sister, Chen Yao, offering him a painless death in return. Chen Yuan draws his sword, his expression resolute, declaring that Li Kai will die today. The accomplice grins menacingly, boasting that he will take down Chen Yuan as the older accomplice stands by. The accomplice charges forward with his sword, shouting a command to die. A quick, low-angle shot shows the accomplice lunging towards Chen Yuan. The accomplice cries out in pain as Chen Yuan, sword drawn, stands victorious over him, shocking the other accomplice. Chen Yuan stands over the defeated accomplice, while senior brother Li and his remaining henchmen stare in utter disbelief at Chen Yuan's survival. Senior brother Li angrily confronts Chen Yuan, demanding to know why he killed one of his men. Senior brother Li menacingly declares that killing Chen Yuan is now justified. A system notification appears before Chen Yuan, instructing him to eliminate the common disciple of the immortal Rain sect. Chen Yuan, in a chibi form, ponders the extraction options, deciding Li Kai's subordinate likely has weak cultivation, techniques, or items. Chen Yuan chooses to extract the cultivation level, with a zap of golden energy swirling around him. Senior brother Li commands his men to attack, proclaiming that Chen Yao will be his, and two more disciples eagerly charge at Chen Yuan. The two charging men recoil in shock, a zing sound effect, hinting at Chen Yuan's rapid counter. Chen Yuan defiantly tells the attacking men they are overestimating themselves, sending them flying with a swift strike of his sword. The two wounded men lament Chen Yuan's newfound strength, questioning if he reached the first stage, prompting senior brother Li to declare he will handle it himself. Senior brother Li crouches low, glowing with green energy, insulting Chen Yuan and challenging his boldness. Chen Yuan, sword in hand, boldly tells senior brother Li to stop nagging and warns him he will be crushed. Senior brother Li lunges forward engulfed in green energy, proclaiming that neither Chen Yuan nor his sister will be spared today. Chen Yuan strikes with a powerful golden palm attack, accompanied by a zap sound effect. Blades shatter around Chen Yuan with a zap as he swiftly deflects an attack and moves, leaving his opponents defeated. Senior Brother Li arrogantly asserts his status as an outer disciple, claiming a mere servant like Chen Yuan cannot compare to him. Senior Brother Li confidently warns Chen Yuan that he can kill him anywhere and anytime he desires. Two swords lie on the ground, while Chen Yuan closes his eyes, preparing for something intense. Chen Yuan stands amidst an explosion of fiery golden energy, a resounding boom indicating his power. Senior Brother Li stares in wide-eyed horror, questioning what powerful energy he is witnessing from Chen Yuan. Surrounded by golden flames, Chen Yuan confidently declares that Senior Brother Li stands no chance now that he couldn't kill him before. Chen Yuan launches a devastating golden palm strike, a zap, signaling its power, as Senior Brother Li braces for impact. Senior Brother Li cries out in disbelief and horror as Chen Yuan's powerful fiery attack strikes. Senior Brother Li is engulfed in golden fiery energy, collapsing to the ground with a zap of impact. Senior Brother Li lands with a thump, spitting blood, and painfully questions how Chen Yuan knows the scorching sun palm. Chen Yuan stands over the defeated Senior Brother Li, declaring this is the end for him. Senior Brother Li screams in terror, pleading with Chen Yuan not to kill him. Senior Brother Li, on his knees, attempts to leverage his status as an outer disciple and his brothers as an inner disciple to dissuade Chen Yuan. Senior Brother Li, blood on his face, stares in terror as Chen Yuan stands over him with a raised sword, ready to deliver the final blow. Senior Brother Li lies on the ground with a fatal wound across his chest, defeated with a final thump. Chen Yuan looks on with a focused, serious expression at the aftermath of his battle. Chen Yuan stands victorious over the dead body of Senior Brother Li, reminding him of his earlier warning. Other disciples react with shock and outrage at Senior Brother Li's death, while Chen Yuan calmly advises them to run for their lives. The remaining disciples panic and flee, but Chen Yuan declares it's too late as he readies his sword. The fleeing disciples scream in fear, begging Chen Yuan for mercy and apologizing. Chen Yuan delivers a swift, decisive strike with a zap, presumably eliminating the fleeing disciples. Chen Yuan stands alone in the now cleared area, then approaches Chen Yao, assuring her that everything is good. Chen Yuan, with a determined gaze, announces it's time for extraction, as the defeated disciples lie unconscious around him. Chen Yuan observes Li Kai's corpse, noting that all other cultivation has been extracted, confirming his victory over the outer disciple. A system interface presents extraction options, cultivation, martial arts technique, or memories. Chen Yuan acknowledges that Li Kai's brother is a more powerful inner disciple. Chen Yuan contemplates his choice, reasoning that extracting Li Kai's memories will help him prepare for his brother. Chen Yuan arches back in pain, a whoosh of energy indicating he is receiving Li Kai's extracted memories. Chen Yuan grimaces in discomfort while processing the memories, concluding that Li Kai was indeed a brute who deserved his fate. Chen Yuan sits enveloped in golden cultivation energy, revealing he has stabilized his foundation to the Yellow Source Foundation Establishment middle stage after previously breaking through too quickly. Chen Yuan approaches Chen Yao, stating his intention to check her condition. The young man examines a strange blue mark on a woman's shoulder. Relieved that the zombie's poison hasn't spread, he explains that he and Chen Yao are orphans who fled a zombie-infested world to seek refuge in the Immortal Rain sect. He recalls the horrific moment Chen Yao was bitten on the arm by a zombie during their escape. Though she lost her sanity, Chen Yao didn't turn into a zombie, giving him hope that he can still find a cure for her. Lost in thought, he's pulled back to reality when someone calls his name. Chen Yuan. Senior Brother Huang sternly approaches, reminding Chen Yuan about the four elders' medicinal trial that day. Chen Yuan assures him he remembers and will go immediately, so Huang urges him to hurry before they anger the elders. Chen Yuan internally recalls how the fourth elder, head of the herbalism room, initially rejected him for his lack of talent. He remembers begging to join the sect and only being accepted on the condition that he become the Elder's personal experiment subject. This means he must frequently consume the Elder's new pills, which are always filled with painful toxins and side effects. Chen Yuan and Huang arrive at the Elder's chamber, announcing their arrival and greeting the fourth Elder respectfully. The fourth Elder greets Chen Yuan, observing that his aura has grown stronger and his cultivation has improved. Chen Yuan humbly credits the Elder, who then announces he's just formulated a new pill with precious spiritual herbs. The Elder focuses his energy on a golden cauldron, performing the final steps of the refinement process. With a look of triumph, the fourth Elder declares that the pill refinement is complete. Bang! The cauldron suddenly erupts, and the Elder shouts in dismay as he realizes something has gone horribly wrong. He stares at 3 useless black pills in his hand, cursing his failure and wondering what went wrong. The foul smell of the failed pills disgusts them both, but the Elder shoves them at Chen Yuan, ordering him to eat them. Ugh, Chen Yuan recoils in disbelief, but the Elder snaps that his job is to test all pills, even the failed ones. As Chen Yuan complains about the stench, senior brother Huang scolds him for being a picky pill tester. The fourth Elder cuts him off, impatiently demanding he stop making excuses and just eat the pills. Chen Yuan hesitates, fearing these unusually potent pills might be a deadly poison he can't survive. A system prompt explains the complex nature of extracting toxins from pills to neutralize them. Chen Yuan's eyes widen with a sudden, game-changing realization. Senior brother Huang loses his patience, shouting at Chen Yuan to hurry up and eat the pills. A blue system window appears before him, presenting a new ability. Option 1, extract pill toxins. The system confirms the toxins have been successfully extracted and stored, ready for retrieval at any time. Believing the pills are now safe, Chen Yuan confidently pops them into his mouth without another thought. Pa! His eyes fly open as he feels a powerful, warm energy enhancing his body, exclaiming how great it feels. The fourth Elder looks on suspiciously, asking Chen Yuan how he feels after consuming the failed concoction. Beaming with excitement, Chen Yuan asks if there are any more, much to the Elder's surprise. The Elder is left utterly speechless, staring in shocked silence at the boy's unexpected reaction. Suspecting the pills made him lose his mind, the Elder orders senior brother Huang to test Chen Yuan's sanity. Pa! Chen Yuan swiftly slaps away Huang's hand before he can even begin the test. While Huang fumes in outrage, Chen Yuan calmly tells the Elder there's no need for a test. With a confident smile, Chen Yuan assures the Elder that he is perfectly clear-headed. The Elder concedes that if he's fine, then the failed pill must have still yielded some significant, unintended results. Chen Yuan dodges a question about hitting Huang, instead praising the Elder's pills before being dismissed and told to return in 3 days. Agreeing to the terms, Chen Yuan claps his hands together, understanding the Elder's instructions. As Chen Yuan leaves, the Elder strokes his goatee, thinking that his test subject is becoming more and more favorable. Cough. The Elder suddenly doubles over, violently coughing up a spray of blood. Huang rushes to his side in alarm, but the Elder waves him off, dismissing the episode as just an old ailment. Wiping the blood from his mouth, the Elder wonders how a failed pill could possibly be non-toxic. Leaving the chamber, Chen Yuan reflects on his enhanced body and stops in the courtyard with a thoughtful expression. He eyes a nearby tree, deciding to test the true extent of his newfound power. Bam! He strikes the tree with a single punch, shattering it with astonishing force. He clenches his fist, filled with newfound confidence that he can finally protect himself within the sect. A man with blonde hair and stylish glasses, Huang Ang, calls out to Chen Yuan, who recognizes him immediately. Huang Ang asks where Chen Yuan has been lately, and the two friends stand ready to catch up. Chen Yuan reflects on his friend Huang Tang, who is known for shady dealings and frequenting zombie-infested ruins for treasure hunting. Huang Tang recounts a recent dangerous encounter where he almost got trapped in a zombie-occupied hidden spot while seeking fortune. Chen Yuan urges Huang Tang to cease his perilous activities, expressing concern that he might get lost forever. Huang Tang explains his predicament, revealing a vow to his deceased master to open 108 ancient tombs before he can retire. Huang Tang sighs, feeling that his previous master had essentially tricked him into this arduous task. Chen Yuan inquires about Chen Yao's condition, and Huang Tang confirms that her state remains unchanged, neither better nor worse. Huang Tang reassures Chen Yuan that a cure for Chen Yao might be found in a treasure from one of the ancient tombs he's destined to open. Chen Yuan agrees, but explains that the fourth elder suggested only the sect master might have a cure, so he needs an opportunity to meet him. Huang Tang reacts with surprise, questioning Chen Yuan's ambition to meet the esteemed sect master. Huang Tang dismisses the idea of meeting the sect master, emphasizing his noble and unreachable status. Chen Yuan confidently states that with determination, he will find a way to meet the sect master. Huang Tang then offers a different path to meeting senior sister Ye Yun, prompting Chen Yuan to clarify if he means the outer sect's senior sister. Huang Tang confirms senior sister Ye Yun is the top outer sect disciple and invites Chen Yuan to join her expedition as a companion. Chen Yuan wonders why Ye Yun would involve outer sect disciples, but Huang Tang explains they are needed for dirty and strenuous tasks, not main combat. In chibi form, Huang Tang details their usefulness for menial tasks, while Chen Yuan asks about their personal benefit from such an arrangement. Huang Tang, in chibi form, explains the training location is a spiritual field on Scorching Sun Mountain, where zombies are generally weak. Huang Tang, in chibi form, excitedly envisions obtaining valuable spiritual herbs and wealth, far exceeding years of ordinary labor. Chen Yuan nervously asks if undertaking such an expedition wouldn't be dangerous. Chen Yuan expresses deep concern about the spiritual field, considering the terrifying, speaking zombies and the inherent danger. Huang Tang, in chibi form, emphatically confirms that danger is indeed present everywhere. Senior sister Ye Yun appears, and Huang Tang confidently proclaims that everyone will be safe under her protection. Huang Tang spreads his arms wide, joyfully anticipating the journey with senior sister Ye Yun. Chen Yuan smiles, agreeing to embark on the expedition as a chibi Huang Tang cheers beside him. The scene transitions to the next day, showing Chen Yuan, Huang Tang, and other disciples gathered in a vast outdoor area. Chen Yuan wonders aloud why senior sister Ye Yun hasn't arrived yet, noting the designated meeting time has passed. Another disciple suggests that something unexpected must have caused senior sister Ye Yun's delay. Outer disciple Zhou Chenglong questions the presence of outer sect disciples, stating it's foolish to bring them along. Zhou Chenglong rudely tells Chen Yuan and Huang Tang that they are a burden and orders them to leave. Huang Tang attempts to appease Zhou Chenglong, explaining they are only there to perform simple, menial tasks. Another disciple interjects, suggesting Chen Yuan and Huang Tang could be useful in critical situations, which Zhou Chenglong surprisingly acknowledges. Senior sister Ye Yun arrives, her presence commanding, and asks if everyone is ready to begin. Disciples eagerly greet senior sister Ye Yun as she steps forward. Senior sister Ye Yun stands gracefully, exuding confidence and authority in her purple and white robes. A disciple confirms their readiness to senior sister Ye Yun, who then directs everyone to set off. Chen Yuan warns Huang Tang to be cautious of Zhou Chenglong as they prepare to depart. The group of disciples sets off, walking together across the open landscape. Half an hour later, a disciple asks senior sister Ye Yun if they should send someone to scout the spiritual field, and she assents. Zhou Chenglong singles out Chen Yuan and Huang Tang, ordering them to go scout the spiritual field. Chen Yuan and Huang Tang exchange shocked glances, realizing Zhou Chenglong is intentionally sending them to their deaths. Zhou Chenglong angrily asks why they refuse, questioning their value if they won't obey his orders. Zhou Chenglong continues to taunt them, stating that outer disciples who fear to lead are worthless. Zhou Chenglong threatens to break Huang Tang's legs for defying him, while Huang Tang retorts using Zhou's own logic. Zhou Chenglong lunges towards them, threatening to harm them for their defiance. Senior sister Ye Yun decisively intervenes, telling Zhou Chenglong to stop his aggressive behavior. Senior sister Ye Yun asserts her authority, redirecting Zhou Chenglong to scout ahead himself. Zhou Chenglong reacts with utter disbelief, shocked that senior sister Ye Yun commanded him to scout. Zhou Chenglong argues that the weaker disciples' lives are expendable, and they should be the ones to take the risk. Senior sister Ye Yun's piercing gaze causes Zhou Chenglong to flinch and react with a startled, "Huh?" Zhou Chenglong quickly backs down, apologizing to senior sister Ye Yun and agreeing to scout immediately. Zhou Chenglong glares back at Huang Tang, threatening revenge, while Huang Tang dismissively suggests Zhou won't return alive. Chen Yuan wonders if senior sister Ye Yun is intentionally helping them, while Huang Tang dismisses the thought, stating her actions are always upright. A moment later, a new scene unfolds. Zhou Chenglong stands before a grand entrance, expressing dismay at being sent to such a dangerous place and vowing not to enter. Zhou Chenglong imagines encountering a powerful zombie, looking terrified at the thought of many zombies lurking around. Other disciples observe Zhou Chenglong's hesitation, speculating that he is cautiously assessing the situation before entering. A glowing hand, surrounded by shimmering particles, prepares to unleash some form of power. Zhou Chenglong stands resolutely before the ornate doors, holding his sword, seemingly preparing for action. Zhou Chenglong yells for the door to open as he prepares to strike it with force. Zhou Chenglong powerfully swings his sword, creating a bright arc of energy as he attacks. Two disciples react with shock and anger, complaining that Zhou Chenglong's loud action will attract a horde of zombies. Multiple zombies with glowing green eyes emerge from the shattered building, growling menacingly. Zhou Chenglong's face contorts in horror as he realizes the sheer number of zombies that have appeared. Zhou Chenglong quickly retreats as the horde of zombies surges forward from the building. A top-down view shows various disciples, including dark figures, scattering and fleeing in a panic across the spiritual field, one crying out for help. Chen Yuan is seen running quickly, part of the group desperately trying to escape the pursuing zombies. Two disciples blame Zhou Chenglong for attracting the zombies, lamenting that letting him scout was a terrible mistake. Senior sister Ye Yun places a finger to her lips, sternly silencing the alarmed disciples with her commanding presence. Senior sister Ye Yun stands poised with her sword, radiating a powerful aura, ready for battle. Senior sister Ye Yun raises her sword high, commanding everyone to prepare for the imminent fight as her disciples stand ready. Huang Tang calls out to Chen Yuan, urging him to come along and stick together. A zombie with glowing eyes lunges from above towards senior sister Ye Yun, ready to attack. Senior sister Ye Yun charges forward, surrounded by crackling fire, ready to engage the zombie horde with her sword. The scene focuses on a large rock formation and dense trees, indicating a secluded hiding spot in the forest. In chibi form, Chen Yuan and Huang Tang hide behind a large rock, with Huang Tang confirming their choice to hide. Huang Tang explains that fighting head-on is too dangerous for Chen Yuan's cultivation level, stating he can protect himself. Zhou Chenglong appears to be hiding near the same large rock, looking around cautiously. Zhou Chenglong boasts about his cleverness and quick escape, while Chen Yuan and Huang Tang exchange an exasperated "arg." Zhou Chenglong angrily confronts Chen Yuan and Huang Tang, calling them cowards for hiding while others fight. Huang Tang angrily retaliates, questioning Zhou Chenglong's hypocrisy since he is doing the same thing. Zhou Chenglong dismisses Huang Tang's accusation, claiming he is there to monitor them, not hide. Huang Tang, clearly annoyed, tells Zhou Chenglong to go away before he further scolds him. Zhou Chenglong lunges forward with a furious expression, threatening to make Huang Tang pay for his defiance. A massive zombie approaches, its huge legs visible, as Zhou Chenglong shouts that it's causing trouble. Zhou Chenglong grins menacingly, holding a glowing bottle and declaring this an opportunity before yelling, "Die, brats!" Zhou Chenglong hurls a large, round bottle towards Chen Yuan and Huang Tang. The ground cracks and energy bursts from the impact point where the thrown bottle landed. Chen Yuan recoils in shock and pain as a dark, corrosive substance spreads over his body. Chen Yuan coughs, confused and asking what the mysterious substance is. Huang Tang looks horrified, recognizing the substance as deadly corpse poison. Zhou Chenglong gloats, explaining that zombies are strongly attracted to corpse poison and will tear Chen Yuan and Huang Tang apart. Zhou Qinglong shouts angrily, warning them never to look down on him. Huang Tang defiantly tells Zhou Qinglong he won't let him off the hook, even if he turns into a zombie, but Zhou Qinglong scoffs at their helplessness. Rah! A zombie lunges, and Huang Tang grabs Chen Yuan, urgently yelling for them to run. Chen Yuan and Huang Tang run rapidly, kicking up dust as they flee. Rah! The zombie bellows as it relentlessly pursues them, and Huang Tang despairs that they cannot shake it off. Chen Yuan and Huang Tang stop their frantic escape, with Chen Yuan suggesting they stand their ground. Huang Tang cries out in panic, asking why they stopped and expressing his fear of dying as the zombie approaches. Chen Yuan looks intently, asking if there's any chance they can defeat the pursuing zombie. From an overhead perspective, Chen Yuan and Huang Tang stand side by side, preparing to face the threat. Chen Yuan looks at Huang Tang, who questions why Chen Yuan is looking at him. Huang Tang asks Chen Yuan if he already knows something, to which Chen Yuan asks about what. The smiling blonde man reveals his true intentions, leaving the black-haired man bewildered and questioning his words. The black-haired man looks shocked, as the blonde man, engulfed in a fiery aura, confidently declares his strength to defeat a zombie. The blonde man prepares to attack a lunging zombie, shouting a command for it to die. A close-up shows the charging zombie's intense face, with a glowing orange energy ball forming beside it. The blonde man punches forward with a fiery fist, striking the zombie. The black-haired man realizes the blonde man, Huang Tang, had hidden his true power, as Huang Tang explains his cultivation advanced months ago. Huang Tang encourages Chen Yuan, the black-haired man, to work hard, assuring him he'll eventually match his strength. Chen Yuan urges them to leave quickly, stating they are contaminated with corpse poison. Huang Tang reacts to a lingering scent, confirming the presence of the corpse poison. Huang Tang, gagging from the foul smell, insists they find Senior Sister Yi immediately to remove the corpse poison and avoid more zombies. Chen Yuan stands as blue energy flows from the defeated zombie into him, significantly boosting his power. Chen Yuan expresses delight as his cultivation instantly advances to the late stage of the first realm. Chen Yuan radiates confidence, enjoying the awesome sensation of effortless power flowing through him. A male disciple reports to Senior Sister Yi that all zombies have been slain without any casualties. Senior Sister Yi sternly inquires about the fate of the two rookie disciples. Another male disciple informs Senior Sister Yi that the rookie disciples are dead. Senior Sister Yi reacts with shock and anger, demanding to know how they died. Zhou Qinglong claims he saw the rookies being chased by a zombie, believing their low cultivation meant certain death. Senior Sister Yi, engulfed in a fiery aura, angrily questions Zhou Qinglong's happiness regarding the disciples' deaths. Zhou Qinglong defensively explains his happiness stemmed from the belief they wouldn't be held back by the rookies. Two male figures appear, one of them suspiciously asking who is eavesdropping. The two men stand with their backs to the viewer, facing Chen Yuan and Huang Tang. The brown-haired man expresses profound shock, questioning how Huang Tang and Chen Yuan are still alive. Huang Tang casually dismisses the brown-haired man's surprise at their survival. Senior Sister Yi sniffs the air, identifying a strange scent emanating from Chen Yuan and Huang Tang. Senior Sister Yi realizes it is corpse poison, prompting Huang Tang to quickly accuse Zhou Qinglong. Chen Yuan points furiously at Zhou Qinglong, adding that he nearly caused their deaths. Zhou Qinglong frantically tries to explain himself to Senior Sister Yi, pleading for her to listen. Senior Sister Yi delivers a sharp slap across Zhou Qinglong's face, leaving him stunned. Senior Sister Yi gives Zhou Qinglong a final chance to explain himself, warning she will kill him if he lies. Zhou Qinglong, defeated and terrified, confesses he has nothing to say. Huang Tang explains to Senior Sister Yi that the only way to remove the corpse poison scent is with human blood, leaving her curious for the next step. Huang Tang grins menacingly, proposing they kill Zhou Qinglong to cleanse the corpse poison scent, terrifying his victim. Zhou Qinglong desperately pleads with Senior Sister Yi, arguing his mistake doesn't justify a death sentence. Zhou Qinglong kneels, begging Huang Tang to spare his life and promising he won't repeat his error. The brown-haired man taunts the terrified Zhou Chenglong, stating there is no escape. Senior sister Ye attacks Zhou Chenglong, who defends with his sword, only to be struck by another person. Huang Tong cries out as blood splatters from his chest after being hit. Senior sister Yi coldly orders them to quickly get rid of the corpse poison scent. Huang Tong confirms the scent is gone, and senior sister Ye directs the group to the spiritual herb garden. A bandaged Zhou Chenglong, enraged, vows revenge on the group for humiliating him and drawing his blood. Huang Tong provocatively gestures with his left hand, then his right hand. Huang Tong defiantly gives Zhou Chenglong a double middle finger, eliciting a furious HMPH in response. Huang Tong continues his disrespectful gesture towards the retreating and enraged Zhou Chenglong. Chen Yuan observes Zhou Chenglong and the other man departing, as a system notification confirms the zombie's cultivation extraction. Blue energy disperses from the defeated zombie lying on the ground, absorbed into the surroundings. Chen Yuan stretches his arms, basking in the awesome sensation of easily gained power. Senior sister Yi warns the group to be cautious as they prepare to enter the spiritual fields. The group arrives at a gate, noticing a strong medicinal fragrance emanating from the area beyond. A disciple excitedly observes an abundance of spiritual herbs within a grand architectural setting. Another male disciple reaches out for a spiritual herb, declaring their discovery to be like a gold mine. The spiritual herb shimmers with energy, causing the reaching disciple to react with a shocked expression. Senior sister Ye Yun explains that the spiritual herbs have been tainted by zombies, rendering them unusable by normal cultivators and making her wonder if they are useless. Disciples express their frustration, lamenting that their expedition might have been in vain due to the tainted herbs. Senior sister Ye Yun instructs everyone to search for untainted spiritual herbs within another protected area of the spiritual field, while Chen Yuan ponders if the ruined herbs can still be extracted. Chen Yuan uses his system to extract the essence from the spiritual herb, with glowing energy emanating from his hand. Chen Yuan chooses to extract the medicinal power, confirming it can be condensed into a pill. The spiritual herbs rapidly dissolve into shimmering blue energy as their essence is extracted. Chen Yuan smiles as blue energy converges around him, and his system message congratulates him on obtaining various healing, beauty, and explosive energy pills. Wish! The spiritual herbs turn into dust, indicating their complete disintegration after the extraction. Other disciples are confused and surprised, questioning why all the spiritual herbs suddenly turn to ash. Chen Yuan, unseen by the others, realizes with regret that he completely drained the medicinal power from the spiritual herbs. Chen Yuan looks bewildered, surprised that the spiritual herbs withered so completely after his extraction. Senior sister Ye Yun observes the withered herbs, pondering why their spiritual power suddenly vanished. A disciple reports to senior sister Ye Yun that they have discovered a formation ahead. Senior sister Ye Yun commands the disciples to lead the way towards the newly discovered formation. The group arrives before a grand palace, and a disciple notes that the formation is located inside the structure. A disciple explains to senior sister Ye Yun that this formation, based on the sect's layout, should be the entrance to the spiritual field. Senior sister Ye Yun, poised and confident, declares that they should go and investigate the palace. Inside the palace, senior sister Ye Yun sternly warns her disciples to stay vigilant and watch out for zombies. Growl! A grotesque zombie with glowing green eyes lunges menacingly. Senior sister Ye Yun quickly unsheathes her sword, preparing for battle. Clang! Senior sister Ye Yun powerfully strikes the zombie with her sword, sending it flying backward. Growl! The zombie blocks senior sister Ye Yun's attack with its crossed arms, revealing its surprising resilience. Senior sister Ye Yun expresses shock, realizing that they are facing a high-level zombie. Senior sister Ye Yun commands any disciples who are unable to fight to step back from the dangerous encounter. Ah! A disciple cries in terror as a zombie bites him, spitting green poison, while senior sister Ye Yun urges all first-stage cultivators to eliminate the two zombies. Senior sister Ye Yun's face is hardened with resolve as she prepares to lead the fight. Several disciples charge forward with their swords drawn, ready to engage the zombies. Groan. A zombie is wounded, blood splattering from its body as it reels back in pain. Several defeated zombies lie on the ground, and a disciple confirms that they are dead. A disciple urgently informs senior sister Ye Yun that Zhang San is in trouble. Zhang San writhes on the ground, having been bitten by a zombie, and another disciple explains he will soon transform. Zhang San desperately pleads with senior sister Ye Yun not to die, but a disciple regretfully states there is no cure for corpse poison. Zhang San's face contorts in anguish as he cries out in despair, his transformation imminent. Rah! Zhang San's eye glows green as he screams, transforming into a zombie and lunging forward. Senior sister Ye Yun swiftly executes Zhang San with a single, decisive sword thrust to his head, preventing his full transformation. Senior sister Ye Yun sternly reminds everyone that corpse poison is incurable, and anyone infected must be executed, even herself. A disciple clenches his fist tightly, looking at senior sister Ye Yun with a grim understanding of her harsh decree. Chen Yuan defiantly resolves to find a way to cure corpse poison and save Chen Yao, refusing to believe it's incurable. Wham! A towering, monstrous zombie appears, shocking the disciples with its massive size. Disciples react with astonishment, questioning the identity and immense height of the newly appeared zombie. One disciple dismisses the zombie's height, ready to confront it regardless of its imposing stature. Another disciple confidently asserts that powerful zombies like this shouldn't exist in the outskirts of the scorching sun sect. The confident disciple charges forward to engage the zombie, but senior sister Ye Yun tries to stop him, sensing extreme danger. Thud! The towering zombie effortlessly smashes the attacking disciple into the ground with a powerful foot stomp. The other disciples recoil in utter disbelief and fear, shocked by the overwhelming power of the giant zombie. The massive zombie is identified as the Mountain Guardian, a top expert of the Scorching Sun sect, causing senior sister Ye Yun to exclaim that their situation is dire. Disciples express dismay at their bad luck in encountering a Guardian-level zombie and question whether they should retreat. Senior sister Ye Yun tries to reassure her panicked disciples, urging them to remain calm in the face of the formidable threat. Groan. The powerful Mountain Guardian zombie growls as a disciple considers its lack of intelligence despite its high cultivation. A determined Chen Yuan prepares his swords, realizing they are in for a difficult battle. Huang Tang questions Chen Yuan's intent, only for Chen Yuan to declare his resolve to fight the formidable Guardian zombie. Huang Tang expresses disbelief at Chen Yuan's plan, thinking it's reckless to confront the powerful zombie directly. Huang Tang confidently reveals their strategy to use the teleportation array to escape to the spiritual field. Chen Yuan praises Huang Tang's ingenious plan, quickly agreeing to proceed with their escape. Whoosh! Chen Yuan and Huang Tang activate the glowing blue teleportation array, preparing for transport. Zap! As the teleportation takes effect, Zhe Chenglong appears, acknowledging their cleverness with a sneer. Zing! Zhou Chenglong steps into the teleportation energy, proclaiming he won't be fooled by their attempt to hide and wants their findings. Whoosh! The teleportation array intensely glows as the energy engulfs them, sending them to their destination. Huang Tang observes their new underground cave surroundings, declaring his tomb raiding experience confirms hidden treasures are nearby. Chen Yuan points towards glistening spiritual herbs growing on a rock, drawing Huang Tang's attention. Huang Tang gleefully declares that the newly found spiritual herbs now belong to them. Chen Yuan hesitantly asks Huang Tang if taking all the spiritual herbs would displease senior sister Ye Yun. Huang Tang confidently dismisses Chen Yuan's worries, assuring him there's no issue. Huang Tang explains they only need to give senior sister Ye Yun the fire spirit grass, keeping the remaining herbs for themselves. Gasp! Zhou Chenglong confronts them angrily from behind, demanding to know what they are doing there. Zhou Chenglong furiously accuses Chen Yuan and Huang Tang of being sneaky thieves attempting to steal the spiritual herbs. Huang Tang glares back, demanding to know Zhou Chenglong's intentions. Zhou Chenglong smirks, revealing his malicious intent to eliminate them while they are alone. Wang Tong anxiously questions if Zhou Chenglong fears senior sister Ye Yun discovering his malicious actions. Zhou Chenglong confidently dismisses Huang Tong's concern, certain senior sister Ye Yun will remain oblivious. Zhou Chenglong lunges furiously, vowing to teach Huang Tong a lesson for his perceived insolence. Clang! Huang Tong deftly blocks Zhou Chenglong's attack, leaving Zhou Chenglong stunned by his unexpected resistance. Zhou Chenglong stares in utter disbelief, baffled by the unexpected strength displayed by the seemingly ordinary disciple. Huang Tong smirks, sword ready, asking if Zhou Chenglong is surprised by his true strength. Zhou Chenglong furiously blocks their escape, while Huang Tong urgently tells Chen Yuan to find senior sister Ye Yun. Clang! Huang Tong continues to fend off Zhou Chenglong's attacks as Zhou Chenglong boasts about his superior strength. Zhou Chenglong proclaims himself a top 10 outer disciple, unbeatable, as Huang Tong, strained, desperately tells Chen Yuan to get help. Clang! Huang Tong presses his attack, but Zhou Chenglong dismisses his efforts as overconfidence. Huang Tong lies on the ground, apparently defeated, his signature sunglasses having fallen off. Chen Yuan confronts Zhou Chenglong, who dismissively addresses him as a mere brat. Zhou Chenglong observes Chen Yuan, noting his apparent understanding of the grave situation. Zhou Chenglong raises his blade, threatening Chen Yuan with a swift execution. Huang Tong, sprawled on the ground, desperately urges Chen Yuan to flee the danger. Zhou Chenglong grins chillingly, confident that Chen Yuan has no chance of escaping. Huang Tong, horrified, warns Zhou Chenglong to back off, as Chen Yuan prepares himself. Thud! Chen Yuan suddenly kicks Zhou Chenglong, sending him flying backward in shock. Thud! Zhou Chenglong lands hard on the ground, bewildered by Chen Yuan's power, who then dismisses him as a weakling. Zhou Chenglong lies defeated on the ground, while Chen Yuan stands victorious, energy radiating from his form. Huang Tong gasps in utter astonishment, while Zhou Chenglong, bewildered and kneeling, questions Chen Yuan's surprising power. Chen Yuan confidently smiles, surrounded by a faint golden aura, reminding his astonished opponent of his earlier promise of a surprise. Ah! Huang Tong, now on his feet, exclaims his surprise, realizing Chen Yuan had concealed his true strength. Zhou Chenglong clenches his fist, refusing to accept defeat from a junior, reminding himself of his higher rank. Zhou Chenglong, enraged, screams his murderous intent towards Chen Yuan. Chen Yuan grins back defiantly, challenging Zhou Chenglong to come at him. Boom! Zhou Chenglong unleashes his unyielding golden form, manifesting a colossal golden spiritual projection behind him. A powerful, glowing golden hand, part of Zhou Chenglong's formidable technique, radiates immense energy. Zhou Chenglong, empowered by fiery energy, dramatically commands Chen Yuan to witness his true might. Chen Yuan unleashes a powerful golden palm attack. Zhou Chenglong reacts with shock, questioning the nature of the powerful palm technique. Zhou Chenglong is struck by the golden palm attack, accompanied by a loud zap. Zhou Chenglong stands confidently, boasting about the power of top 10 elites. Zhou Chenglong clasps his hands, declaring his intent to kill. Wang Ang suggests they take down Zhou Chenglong together, but Chen Yuan, with a confident smirk, declines the offer, stating he doesn't need help. Chen Yuan moves swiftly towards Zhou Chenglong with focused determination. Chen Yuan prepares to use the scorching sun palm, gathering fiery energy. Zhou Chenglong stands with his back to Chen Yuan, unaware of the impending powerful attack. Chen Yuan strikes Zhou Chenglong with a powerful blue fiery attack, who cries out as he is engulfed. Zhou Chenglong is violently thrown backward, skidding along the ground from the impact. Zhou Chenglong lies defeated on the ground, his hand outstretched, questioning the unexpected outcome as a loud zap reverberates. Huang Ang approaches Chen Yuan, questioning if it's truly him, his brother. Chen Yuan admits to Huang Ang that he was hiding a slight portion of his true strength. Huang Ang, making a small gesture, expresses disbelief at Chen Yuan's claim of hiding just a tiny bit of his strength. Huang Ang scolds Chen Yuan for hiding his strength for so long, then playfully asks if he was afraid of his brother suffering or enjoying it, while Chen Yuan chuckles awkwardly. Huang Ang, in a chibi form, expresses shock at Chen Yuan's immense power, realizing he is nearly at the threshold of becoming an inner disciple, despite his hidden strength. Chen Yuan urges Huang Ang to quickly collect the 3 spirit herbs and leave the dangerous area, and Huang Ang agrees. Huang Ang moves forward towards the location of the spirit herbs. Chen Yuan quietly instructs his system to extract Zhou Chenglong's corpse. Chen Yuan reflects that Zhou Chenglong shattered his sword because he possessed a low-level special constitution, explaining his power as a top 10 outer sect member. Chen Yuan decides that even a low-level constitution is beneficial, and the system offers to extract the yellow-grade low-level gold attribute special constitution. Chen Yuan absorbs the gold attribute special constitution, feeling a surge of power as golden energy crackles around him with a zap. Chen Yuan expresses elation as his body's strength significantly increases after the extraction. Huang Ang calls out to Chen Yuan, urging him to come quickly. Chen Yuan replies that he is coming. Chen Yuan explains to Huang Ang that the 3 high-grade spiritual herbs will provide the fire spiritual herb to senior sister Ye. Chen Yuan gestures to the remaining 2 spiritual herbs, asking Huang Ang which of the gold or wood herbs he prefers. Chen Yuan tells Huang Ang that he will take the gold spiritual herb. Chen Yuan picks up the gold spiritual herb, while Huang Ang urges him to leave the area immediately. Chen Yuan holds the gold spiritual herb, internally addressing his system. Chen Yuan commands his system to extract the essence of the gold spiritual herb, and a blue energy engulfs the plant. The system confirms successful extraction and offers to absorb the golden essence. Chen Yuan confirms it is indeed the essence of the gold spiritual herb. Chen Yuan agrees to absorb the golden essence, and golden energy flares around him with a powerful zap. Huang Ang questions why Chen Yuan is standing still and urges him to move. Chen Yuan radiates golden energy, enveloped in a powerful aura. Huang Ang reacts with shock, questioning if Chen Yuan truly awakened a special constitution, expressing intense envy as he collapses. Chen Yuan ponders that if the gold spirit herb was so powerful, the soil nurturing it must also be extraordinary. Chen Yuan touches the ground, confirming the presence of significant spiritual energy within the soil. Huang Ang asks Chen Yuan what he is currently doing. Chen Yuan smiles, explaining he is just testing something. Chen Yuan prepares to extract the soil, calling out to his system. Chen Yuan observes the system interface, which presents extraction options: pure spiritual soil, pure spiritual energy, or primordial energy, and wonders about the meaning of primordial energy. Chen Yuan decides that primordial energy must be beneficial and instructs the system to extract it. Blue energy erupts from the ground as Chen Yuan extracts the primordial energy with a resounding zap. Chen Yuan smiles, surrounded by the potent blue energy, feeling a surge of enhanced strength. Huang Ang approaches Chen Yuan, questioning his actions, then looks shocked as Chen Yuan begins to glow intensely. Chen Yuan is enveloped in golden energy, and Huang Ang is violently thrown backward, crying out with a loud zap. Huang Ang lies on the ground, startled and exclaiming in disbelief. Chen Yuan stands radiating golden energy as Huang Ang, still on the ground, asks in disbelief if he broke through. Wang Tang cries in frustration, lamenting that Chen Yuan has advanced to the second stage, feeling that Chen Yuan doesn't understand his feelings. Chen Yuan explains he didn't just break through, but absorb primordial energy, causing his entire body to undergo significant changes and strengthening. Chen Yuan states that primordial energy is covering his body with a strong protective layer, making him feel stronger as he continues to absorb it. Huang Tang, comically distressed, flails and pleads with Chen Yuan to confirm he is dreaming about Chen Yuan's immense power. Chen Yuan grins confidently, assuring Huang Tang it's not a dream and that he is soaring, while Huang Tang eagerly asks how he achieved such power. Huang Tang, confused, asks what daddy means, then repeats the word several times as he and Chen Yuan continue their journey. Thud! The figure is violently smashed into a rock wall, creating a significant impact crater. The powerful mountain guardian zombie stands menacingly over a fallen opponent, his foot poised for another strike, demonstrating his overwhelming strength. The fallen man expresses disbelief at the mountain guardian's strength, realizing they cannot defeat him. The man despairs, understanding that escape is also impossible against the formidable mountain guardian zombie. Wham! The mountain guardian zombie delivers a powerful punch, as the man recoils in fear and dismay. Thud! Senior sister Ye Yun powerfully blocks the mountain guardian zombie's punch with her arm, causing the large zombie to reel back. A male disciple, witnessing senior sister Ye Yun's impressive block, calls out to her in surprise. Senior sister Ye Yun bravely orders the disciples to retreat, declaring she will cover their escape from the formidable mountain guardian. Two disciples flee, anxiously urging senior sister Ye Yun to be careful as they retreat from the battle. Whoosh! The mountain guardian zombie lunges forward, enveloped in green energy, preparing a swift, powerful attack. Thud! Senior sister Ye Yun agilely dodges, causing the mountain guardian zombie's powerful strike to impact the wall instead. Senior sister Ye Yun holds her hand, admitting the force of the mountain guardian zombie's attack has left her hand numb. Senior sister Ye Yun grimaces, acknowledging she underestimated the guardian zombie's strength and realizing their situation is dire. Whoosh! The mountain guardian zombie launches itself from above, surrounded by green energy, preparing another devastating attack. Senior sister Ye Yun reacts with alarm, looking up as she realizes the mountain guardian zombie is initiating another powerful strike. Thud! Senior sister Ye Yun is violently slammed against a wall, creating an impact crater, showing the immense force of the zombie's attack. Senior sister Ye Yun coughs, spitting blood, confirming she has suffered significant injury from the mountain guardian zombie's brutal assault.